Virgo, hello and welcome to your December 2020. This is going to be a monthly reading. It is a 5-card tarot card overall energy reading for the month of December 2020. First, I'd like to say thank you for watching this video, and if you'd like to support this channel, I would definitely appreciate it. YouTube algorithms highly depend on three things, what I call the big three, and that's clicking on the like the video, click on subscribe to the channel, and click on notification button. If you've already done that, thank you so very much. It's greatly appreciated. If you haven't, please consider. YouTube relies on those algorithms in order to promote new channels to a wider audience, and I'm still a new channel and would appreciate support, so thank you in advance. I hope you Virgos had a wonderful Thanksgiving and everything's doing well, and want to start off with wishing you a wonderful, happy holiday season and happy in health to all of you during this time frame. So let's get started. And this is a general reading for the larger collective of Virgos. It's intended for informational purposes. The information may not resonate with every Virgo. That's totally understandable, and that's okay. To take what fits, let the rest go. To save time, I already shuffled the cards and requested the universal guidance. The cards that were selected were ejected on their own during the shuffling process. The 5 cards that were exited during the shuffle for this overall energy reading are listed here. The first card here represents the overall energy for your past influences. This is the significant energy within the last few months for the overall collective of Virgos. In some cases, this energy may have resolved itself. In others, it could be lingering. The second card here is the representing of the current overall energy for this time period for Virgos. The third card here represents the overall energy for future energies. This is during this time frame, things that might be on the cusp. The fourth card here represents the overall energy for any challenges that may come up during this time frame. Keep in mind that these do not imply anything negative. They could be simply information, but most often they present choices for you to make using your own free will. And the fifth card here represents the overall outcomes for this time period for the overall collective of Virgo. And let's get started. In our past influences, we have the 4 of Swords. However, Virgo, it is in reverse. So, Angel and Spirit Guides, please help us understand why the 4 of Swords is in reverse for our Virgos during this time frame, please. Well, Virgo, I'm picking up here that in the past couple of months, for the overall majority of Virgos for this energy in the past few months was really a point or a time for some of you to withdraw from sort of your external world. It was important for you to sort of find a retreat where you could sort of silence the outside energies and voices and noise and allow you to focus on your own energy. It was important, I'm picking up that for many of you to sort of find your inner peace. And some of you, I'm picking up, did so by even taking on daily meditation to basically just to calm your mind. I'm picking up that, because the 4 of Swords is in reverse for your past influences, the overall energy that I'm picking up was really Virgos, you received sort of this message in the past few months where it was time to sort of take time out to rest and recharge your energy. Many of you were working, I'm picking up long hours. You're giving your time and energy to others. You were involved in perhaps highly stressful and demanding positions or undertakings. Many of you were feeling exhausted, and you were depleting your energy reserves and just running low or empty. And some of you perhaps were even on the verge of burnout, which was rendering you ineffective and unable to help yourself or others to what you fully wanted to do. Because the 4 of Swords here is in reverse for your past influences, I'm also picking up that many of Virgos were feeling restless, and you were wanting to, mainly because you're wanting to do everything at once. However, your body was telling you that you needed to rest and relax, and your mind sort of pushing you forward, trying to carry out, the multitasking list of items that you were trying to get done. However, I'm picking up many of you are feeling on the verge of sickness or stressed as a result. And I think some of you, it's either you didn't catch yourself in time before it was you burned yourself out, or many of you were catching yourself on the verge of burning yourself out. So you sort of took that time out. You took heed and sort of became the recluse as much as you could, to sort of take assessment of what is what you're doing and why you're doing it, and let go of some of the busy time that normally Virgos you love to be busy, but this was a time that was above. I'm picking up was above the unusual, above energy. It was stressful. You were burned, and I'm picking up some of you were on the verge that you were feeling that was hurting your health and well-being. And because in the past you sort of resisted to rest, but I'm picking up that at least many of you were able to recognize that you needed to take that rest, and you were able to do it, is what I'm picking up. Perhaps not as perfect as you want it, but I think you hit that boiling point where you had to sort of back off, so that you didn't go full-fledged burnout. And some of this could have been just taking extra, cat naps during the day or weekend to sort of relax your mind and build up, or you took on, morning meditation, or even found the laws of attraction to sort of help with you in balancing, work and life. I'm because the Four of Swords here is in reverse for your past influences. For many Virgos, I'm picking up it represents that in the past few months you were in sort of a state of stagnation, and which was leading towards frustration. And this could have been in the form of, perhaps a long-term relationship or a marriage had become spiritually and emotionally empty, and perhaps you need to take a break from it and come back to it when the energy is flowing better. The Four of Swords here in reverse suggests that, for many Virgos, you were feeling frustrated with the lack of progress and change in your life. And part of this lack of change, it could have been done to your own passive approach. There may have been situations, Virgo, where you found just were too frustrating for you, or you were too unhappy with it, but you chose to wait it out and hope that it would eventually change. And now you're feeling, you were feeling those ramifications of that sort of putting it off. And sort of this quiet time is allowed you to sort of take stock. I'm not picking up that any decision was made, though. Not in the energy reading for this. In our present energy for you, Virgo, we have the Ace of Wands. However, it's in reverse for you in your present energy. Angel and Spirit guides, please help us understand why the Ace of Wands is in reverse for Virgo during this time frame, please, in your present energy. Well, I'm picking up here that in the present energy for many Virgos, with the Ace of Wands here in reverse in the present energy, many of you Virgos are finding it difficult to define your purpose in life, and perhaps what it is that you want to create. And this could be lingering from your past influences here. I'm picking up that you're feeling sort of this lack of direction is sapping your energy, and for many it's leaving you somewhat unmotivated and uninspired, and as a result, many of you may be asking these many questions, but part of the questions revolve around what it is that you want in life, and is there something better elsewhere? It's sort of again taking stock and going back to here of this burnout, where this might be that lingering energy that's still going on in your present about what it is that you want to do. I'm picking up though that for many, you're sort of assessing what opportunities are out there for you and what's appealing to you, and I'm picking up that, you know, there's a struggle for many that you're not quite sure what it is that you want, um, and you're sort of feeling unsure how to get out of this stagnation. Um, with this card here in the Ace of Wands, remember, aces tend to be about new beginnings. So, you know, if you're feeling stagnant and you're feeling sort of stuck in your present energy, with this card here coming in your present energy, this is a new beginning, and this means to you that you're now going to identify remedies to get out of the stagnation. And part of that is, you know, you first have to just focus on what your true passions are in life. And that's where you need to start. What are your passions? And what brings you joy? What brings you happiness? Because, Virgo, I think you're realizing that there's no point of working towards a goal if it doesn't motivate you. And if it doesn't bring you happiness or joy or meaning. So this is that lingering energy I'm picking up for some, that this is about, again, taking time to contemplate what is it that inspires you, and what is it that you wish to achieve, out of a current situation or out of this current time period in your life. The reverse of Ace Wands here, I'm also picking up, is that it also represents that many of Virgos, you're feeling sort of a sense of frustration because there's either delays or progress isn't being made as quickly as you would like. And this could be from just project that you're working on to decisions that need to be made or anything. But things just aren't happening as quickly as you like. And, you know, our action-oriented Virgos, you like things going and you like to be busy and you like to be productive, but things seem to be slowing down for you, and this is frustrating. You know, I'm picking up here that from the universe, the stagnation is important and not to resist it. The key message here for you, Virgos, in your present energy is, you know, is take time to reassess, and, you know, understand that the not now, maybe later is probably a message that timing is essential for success. So this is calling on you to be patient and wait for the best opportunity to move ahead. Right now may not be the best opportunities, and to accept that this doesn't mean an end. It just means this pause is here for a reason, for some reason, and it could be just to reassess what is it you truly want before you move forward. The Ace of Wands here in reverse also suggests that for many Virgos that you have a sense of an idea that's on the emerge, but you're uncertain on what form or where it will take you, or how to bring it forward. You have a reserve energy, and there's a passion for this idea of whatever it is that you want to do, what you want to do, but you're lacking sort of a clear outlet to express it or to put it out. Or perhaps you're waiting for something else to happen before you pursue this idea or whatever it is that you're wanting, this goal. I'm picking up that many of you are choosing to keep this sort of private until you sort of have a better understanding of where you want to go with it, and or perhaps confidence kicks in. So you're not sharing this widely with people. This is sort of something I'm picking up that you're just keeping to yourself. But, you know, the ideas are bubbling up there, and you just sort of have to find a way to harness this creative energy, so that you don't burn out from it, but you use it in your long term and in a long term focus. In your future energies, we have the Lovers. This is a major arcana card, but however, again, you have this in reverse. So, angel and spirit guides, please help us understand for our Virgos why the Lovers is in reverse in their future energies, please. Well, since the Lovers card is a major arcana card, it typically represents pure love and harmony. However, in the reverse, it's signaling that it's a time that when you're sort of out of sync, with those around you, and this sort of ties into this present energy here. And this, however, this is usually geared more towards someone that's significant to you, or someone that's that you care for or love for. And it could be a deep friend or a relationship, but it's something that's more closer to you. I'm picking up that Virgo, you're finding your relationships are strained, and perhaps communication is challenging. Um, some of you are feeling that you're just not on the same page with this close person, or perhaps you don't even share the same values. Um, However, the universe is going to say, if you're feeling that there, Virgo, that one of the things to ask yourself is that, you know, before you make a decision, is sit down and calm your mind and ask yourself, you know, what's the reason you have this person in your life in the first place? Because if you love him or her unconditionally, know this moment will pass, and the best that you can do is to bring love and compassion to your situation. Um, in other cases, Virgo, you may realize that you have simply just grown apart, and it's time to move on. So Virgos, if your personal relationship continues to be sort of, you know, dogmated with arguments and a lack of respect for one another, then it could be time to let it go. Honoring yourself and do what is best for both of you. The, the lovers in reverse can also reflect that some, Virgos, you're just having feelings within a relationship that aren't mutual. One person may be emotionally involved with the other, and there's a gap that's leading to, feelings of disappointment and insecurity. That's sort of widening, and Virgo, I'm picking up, you may feel reluctant to open up your heart to the relationship for fear of getting hurt. Now, keep in mind, in some cases, it could be reversed here, but this is about someone who's significant to you, and if it's not you, then the other person might be feeling this. Um, the reverse lovers, Virgo speaks to self-love and respect. So understand that to what extent do you honor and accept yourself, and are you valuing yourself, because that's what you bring to your relationship. And the universe is asking you to be mindful that if you look at other people and wish that you are more like them, understand that you can recognize these traits in others. It's because you have them within you. A famous person once said that when we admire qualities in others, it's the universe's way to get you to wake up and recognize your own strengths. And in other words, the message from that is that you need to realize that whatever you perceive in other people, you also have in yourself. Because the Lover's card here is in reverse and it's showing up here in your future energies, this is a point where you might be, or you will be facing a tough decision or choice with significant consequences. Because if you're going to make a major decision based on your values, and if you're feeling tempted to cut corners and avoid responsibilities of your actions, you may think you're going to get away with it, Virgo. But in the reverse here, the Lovers implores you to think again and to choose a path that's going to be in alignment with your highest good, no matter how hard it might be. This is something that you don't want to cut corners on. The Lovers in reverse also suggests that some Virgos are having these inner conflicts, and perhaps you're sort of at war with yourself rather than external forces. And if this is the case, this indicates that there's sort of disharmony and struggle, and you're struggling to balance your inner union, your inner goals. And this could be because perhaps you're punishing yourself for something that you've done, or you considered yourself responsible for. To help you out, this feeling here, the universe is going to guide you and suggest that you focus on articulating your personal belief systems and values. This will always guide you in making better decisions. And to understand that, return to this energy of solitude, and if you need to, seek counsel and seek advice from an institution or a spiritual mentor if it's significant enough that you need advice, because this is not something that you, again, want to cut corners on or overlook. I'm picking up as has a serious consequence on whatever decision that you're going to make. So do so. The universe says do so wisely. Yeah. So, okay, that's it. Virgo, in our challenging energies, we have Judgment. Now, this is also a major arcana card. Angel Spirit Guides, please help us understand why the Judgment card is in the challenges for this time frame for our Virgos, please. Well, I'm picking up it's in line with your decisions. You're making some sort of decision. I'm picking up it's more geared to personal relationships, but it could be business or friendship to some degree. But it's a significant decision because, you know, the Judgment card here typically indicates, Virgo, when you're needing to make sort of a life-changing decision. But it's different than those that has to do sort of a legitimate legal sort of justice. This decision requires sort of a blend of your own intuition and intellect, and it usually indicates that internally, Virgo, you may be at a crossroads, and that's where you may be aware that any choice that you're going to make is going to bring about a significant change that's going to have long-lasting effects. So this is going to call you to encourage you to tune into your higher self and to trust your own judgment, and to know that if this is a decision that you know you're on the right path with, then go forward with it. If you are still needing clarity on the situation before you make a decision, then the universe is saying look to your past and look at your life lessons, and they will always guide you. So the Judgment card here in your challenges here is calling upon you to rise up, Virgo, to embrace this higher level of consciousness, because it's serving your highest good. Some of you, if you're experiencing more of a spiritual awakening, and perhaps you're realizing that you're destined for so much more, this usually is a signal of some sort of cosmic leveling. You hear a call and you're ready to act, and this could be the significant eclipses that are going on right now during this time frame. And so this is important to tune into your higher frequency, and it's encouraging you to let go of your old self and to step into sort of this new version of yourself, of who you really are and who you want to be. I'm picking up that because the Judgment is coming up in this time frame for you, Virgos. It also can indicate that some of you are close to reaching a significant stage in your journey. This means that typically you have reviewed and you have evaluated a past experience, and that you've learned from them. And for those, if all the pieces of this puzzle are sort of coming together, then it indicates you're coming to it's coming to form one instead of several things, and you're gonna get this unified picture of your life story. This is an integration of a variety of things, and it could have even helped heal the deep wounds that you may have had from the past, because you now are able to let it go and you put that past behind you. In some cases, you may have found absolution, and you may have cleared up any wrongdoings or regrets from something that was bothering you, and in the process, appropriately releasing any guilt and sadness about your past experiences. This purging is an important process, and it's a transformation. And when you do such in an appropriate and within the right mind and for your highest good, you're going to feel refreshed and ready to take on any new challenges, and that's this transformation stage. Keep in mind, here, Virgos, the Judgment card is suggesting that you will find comfort in sharing your struggles with others. And this means that if need be, you can share so within a group environment, and you can learn from others. Because there are others who have experienced something similar, and this can help you this could help show you the way to strategize in what it is that you want to do, and perhaps make you better understanding of it. And other people's opinions could also, guide you and help you combinedly rise together, and that could be positive. So it just depends on. Yeah, again, I'm not picking up that's for everyone. It's just it's an energy I'm picking up here for significantly for some Virgos here in their challenges. And in our outcomes, our fifth card here, we have the Five of Pentacles. Angel and Spirit guides, please help us understand why the Five of Pentacles is in the outcome energies for this time frame for Virgo, please. Typically, the Five of Pentacles can represent sort of a feeling or a time of need. And for Virgos, some Virgos, the Five of Pentacles is, I'm picking up, is indicating that you had been or you were feeling sort of isolated and alone. In some cases, even may have been left out in the cold. And this sort of brings up the questions of, why is no one coming? Why does no one help me? Why is nobody around? Where's my supports? Where's, people? Where's my friends, etc. However, keep in mind that those are typically internal thoughts, and even if it may appear to you that no one cares, that's an illusion, because if you really open your eyes here, Virgo, you're going to realize that there are other people surrounding you that that are willing to help you up and to help you out. But what typically is happening is you're feeling too focused on your own problems to notice that there is support. And, or you're waiting for, some knight in shining armor to come up and just basically walk you through whatever you need to go through. But it doesn't work like that. And so, if that's the case, Virgos, in some cases, you may just need to swallow your pride and let go of fear of rejection and reach out to those closest to you. People are not mind readers, and if you've been presenting everything's okay, or you're closing people off, it's going to make it difficult to approach you. So this is the time that you may need to approach them, and you may need to share whatever it is you want to share. You will find, if you do that the people are going to be there to support you. You just have to find them and let them know that you need them, and that's the critical message here. For some, often, the Five of Pentacles highlights sort of a lack of mindset. And this means, in some cases, Virgo, you may be sabotaging your ability to create your abundance. And it typically is because you're focusing on what you lack. When you do that, think of, again, the laws of attraction. If you think negativity, you're going to attract negativity. And right now, the universe is guiding you and giving you, support to shift your energy outlook. Look for evidence of all the positive things that you have, even if it's small or insignificant, and express that gratitude and the blessings in your life. Because over time, when you do that, if you focus on what's positive in your life, every day, it's going to be that rippling effect, and it's going to grow, and it's going to get wider, and it will change your point of view. So don't focus on the lack of anything. Focus on what is currently in your life, no matter how small, and why it brings you happiness and joy and contentment. It's really that simple. I'm also picking up that for some Virgos, the Five of Pentacles can represent financial loss or challenges in financial. Some of you may have hit hard times, and this could have been related to COVID-19 in the past. But when it comes to your work, your career, finances, and other material possessions, some Virgos may have recently lost a job, or you're in forbearance, or perhaps foreclosure, or your financial security is sort of challenged. And this is understandably very difficult for many people. Egos can be bruised. You're questioning your success and wondering if you're failures, because losing such things in our society changes a lot of things for us. It's a humbling blow to self-esteem and self-worth. So keep in mind that this The good thing about this, if you were affected by these challenges here, Virgo, that understand it's a temporary effect. It will pass. So just understand that this is short term. The universe is going to make this up. I'm also picking up along with that they want me to sort of advise Virgos that if you fear you don't have enough or that you may be losing something that was important to you, even if it hasn't happened yet or is unlikely, you know, this could be, for example, perhaps you're fearing that you're going to lose your job, and you might be homeless or left out in the streets or no support. If this is again that laws of attraction, if you are focused on negative things that could happen, this is asking you to be careful, to be mindful, because if you are focusing on negative things or the things that could happen that are negative, you're going to manifest powers that start to create those negativities and outcomes that are negative that you don't want. So again, the message here is to understand that it's important to redirect your attention to what you have right now and what is positive right now, and to be thankful and grateful and feel joy that you have these things right now, no matter how small they are. Focus on the positive laws of attraction. That's critical here. All right, Virgos, there you have it. So, thank you for watching this video, Virgo. If you would like to support this channel, as I said at the beginning, please do the following for the big three, what I call the big three, and that's please like the video, click the subscribe button if you haven't done so, and click on the notification. If you have already, thank you so very much. I appreciate it. If you haven't, please consider it. You're not going to find much difference in it. You're not going to get junk mail. It basically are just algorithms for YouTube, and they use it to market channels to larger audiences. And I'm a new channel, and again, as I said, would appreciate your support, Virgo, if you consider that. So thank you so much in advance. Virgos, feel free, please, to leave a comment if you feel any part of this reading was applicable to you. And again, if it wasn't, or parts of it wasn't, and it didn't resonate, it's totally okay. This is a general reading, so it just may not have been meant for you at this time. And so thank you again, and I wish you a wonderful and happy, safe holiday season, and we'll see you in January, Virgo. Again, have a good one. Thank